The question for today is, what challenges do businesses face without tailored software solutions?
See, one thing that we see in businesses is that when a business is very large, it cannot operate without a software. For example, take banks. You cannot see a bank operating without a software now. But of course, around 30 years back, or maybe 40 years back, banks were operating without software and they were existing and they were growing without a software. But nowadays, you don't see any large organizations conducting their business without a software. Now, this question that you are asking is typically for a small, micro, medium level organization where there are probably around 20 people or 100 people, 200 people, where probably they are still yet to implement a software. So, what happens in such companies where there are no softwares is there are three things that these organizations will lack. The first one is systems. See, when you have an organization, obviously the organization can perform well, the company can perform well only when you have processes and when you can repeat these processes and that repetition takes care of the functioning of the organization. Now that is called systems. Now you cannot implement a strong system in an organization without a software. If you have a software, you can easily implement a process and a system which takes care of the business functioning. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second challenge that an organization will face without a software is there will not be proper controls that will be established. See, every business needs to have controls like approval levels, escalation matrix. So these are very, very crucial for an organization to function well, for the quality to be maintained, for the output to be correct, the productivity to be high. So these controls, though it might be verbally communicated that these are the levels of controls, it's very difficult to implement it and it's very difficult to ensure that there's a foolproof method or a foolproof solution available to take care of these controls. So this is the second issue that an organization can have without a custom software. Third one is automation. See, usually what happens is every organization will have to come out with reports, then you'll have to come out with some analysis, you'll have to come out with some trends, and usually if there is no software, there will have to be a team who will have to manually work on everything. Okay, and when an organization is manually working on everything, the time spent on it is just an absolute waste. Probably to prepare a report, there might be a team which may be spending an entire day. In fact, there used to be a time when MIS departments, there used to be teams working on MIS departments, used to work on large data on spreadsheets just to prepare reports. And this process used to take a day or two weekly or monthly just to prepare reports and present. Whereas with a software, these reports are automatic and they are also in real time and they can be completely automated. The mailing out of reports or creating of trends, everything can be completely automated. So systems, controls, and automation cannot be properly established in an organization without a custom software solution. So what happens typically is such organizations without a software usually would have firefighting every day. There will be problems that will keep cropping up in different parts of the organization, and there'll be a lot of firefighting happening where each person is trying to put off some problems that are continuously coming up. And ultimately, as a result of these organizations cannot scale up. They cannot grow beyond a level because they'll hit a roof, they'll hit a limit beyond which they cannot operate because their existing challenges and problems in firefighting will limit their growth. So this is the biggest drawback of not having a custom software solution in an organization.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Yeah, that was very informative.
Thank you.